EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap.
It's Week 18 of the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Steelers and the Rams, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. Akers. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Akers again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Cam Akers, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Rosen to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And some strong running. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Rosen. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now, it's Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
On second and goal, Rosen. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. Rosa's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on.
I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they can very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
On the 46-yard line, a gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They go play action. It's Rosen. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
2nd and goal from the 1. Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 10 to 7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Trying to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford on first down. Twisting away. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Stafford looks to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much.
Akers hit. He coughs it up. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Rosen off the play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 14.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. To throw on 3rd down. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Set to go again. Here's Cam Akers in the LA offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Again, it's Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. just shy of the 20. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To the air again, Stafford. This one to the left to Higbee. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go! Let's go!
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Stafford.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here's Akers. They try and run.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
An 18-yard attempt.
And his kick is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
On first down, it's Rosen.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's good for the LA Rams. 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
At their own 18-yard line.
Josh Rosen and company getting set for their next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. This is Harris. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. Let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. Well, that's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. You hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 113 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Rosen on 1st down. A short one there to Freiermuth. 7 yards the pickup there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Woods. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Sports. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now a first down throw. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing again is Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first. Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So still over 3 minutes remaining. In this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll run it again with Fournette, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On play action, Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Aguilar. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Ebron caught left side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Let's go!
The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defense in front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, Fournette. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the first, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on fourth down. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second.